What's popping, y'all? I have been requested, actually I've been told that I need to do some baking because it is the holidays. Can't remember who told me I need to do this, but here I am.
That was in the live that we did last week.
So today I'm going to be making a chocolate sour cream coffee pound cake with caramel frosting.
Our own little creation, guys. Our own little creation.
Just for you.
Yeah, just for you.
So now I'm putting in 3 sticks of butter. They are salted. It's this one right here. Look like that. And I'm putting this into my KitchenAid. You can hand stir this if you like to. I don't know why you would ever want to.
I do.
I mean, unless you just want to get a workout.
Therapeutic.
And it's therapeutic. Maybe you got some anger to take out and you need to just beat some butter and sugar together to get it out to be it.
Well, I have that all the time.
You have anger issues, Mom?
I do. From you.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
This is 3 cups of sugar. No, you don't. This is the carbonado sugar. It's not brown sugar. It's, I always get this wrong. It's raw brown sugar. No, it's raw sugar.
Yes, raw carbonado sugar.
It's raw carbonado sugar, but it's not in the big crystal chunks either. It's the, what is it? The finely ground.
Yes.
It's that. Y'all know what I'm saying.
The difference between the white sugar and that is the white sugar, well, it all depends because the CNH is supposed to be pure cane white sugar. And the carbonado is also a sugar as well, but it's not as sweet as the white sugar. I mentioned this before in my other videos.
So that's the type of sugar we're using today. This recipe is most definitely not skinty girl friendly. I'm just gonna let you know. If you're trying to lose weight, you probably shouldn't make this.
I don't understand why people try to lose weight on the holiday, during the holidays. I don't get that concept.
If you're trying to lose weight, don't make this. I'm forewarning you. So I'm just gonna go ahead and cream these together, the sugar and the butter. Gods and goddesses, so let's go on ahead and add all the rest of our wet ingredients. This looks good already. I would totally just eat the sugar and butter.
Yes, you would.
I would eat it just like this.
Guys, let me tell you something. As I was telling you guys, let me tell you what she did, and I just hate when we go places sometimes. So we decided to go, we was over there by Home Depot anyway, because I had to stop at Home Depot. That is my other office, Home Depot. I love Home Depot. So we decided to stop at IHOP and get our little thing that we always get. So she gets steak and hash browns, and of course, you know, it comes with the pancakes. So she said, can I have extra butter? You know that little big scoop of butter that they put on your pancakes?
Big scoop? That ain't no big scoop.
That looks like a big scoop to me. So I told the waitress, I said, just send her, give her the tub, you know.
And I told her I was okay with that.
Yeah. This waitress comes out with a bowl of scoop butter. The Smarty Pants put that butter between all of them pancakes.
You have 3 pieces of pound cake, or not pound cake, but pancakes. Like who wants to eat some dry pancakes?
Girl, please. That was like a ton of butter on all of that, and it looked so gross. Oh, it threw up in my mouth.
You want some of this?
No, I don't.
It's good.
I bet it is.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
Mm.
Who wants some dry pound cake? See, now you got me saying pound cake, Ma, because I'm making it.
Okay, go ahead.
Pancakes. I just think that each piece needs to have an even amount of butter on it. That's all.
2 scoops on every pancake?
Yes. I'm going to start adding my wet ingredients to this. So in this bowl right here that I almost just dropped is 6 eggs. I'm going to add 3 at a time, and then I'm going to mix that up. And make sure you turn it on slowly. Now while that's going, I'm going to go ahead and add the other 3 eggs. 1 at a time. See, like that looks delicious too, but I don't eat raw eggs, so I'm cool on that part. Then I'm gonna be adding 1 cup-ish of sour cream, and I say ish because it's kind of past the 1 cup mark. And it doesn't matter what kind of sour cream you use. I mean, if you into that light game, then so be it. It kind of defeats the purpose of the pound cake, I think. But I have a dollop of daisy. And I'm going to add that in here. Actually, I'm going to turn this off and lift it up and then add it in here. The last time I just tried to pour it in there, I had sour cream all on my face. And it got on the floor. Diamond had a good time with that one.
I'm sure she did.
And all of my ingredients, I don't think I mentioned it before, are at room temperature. So the eggs was at room temperature. The butter was at room temperature. The sour cream is at room temperature. And I'm trying to think about what else have I put in there. That's it.
So the flour, eggs, butter.
Yeah, everything's at room temperature. Who puts their flour in the refrigerator?
My mom used to do that.
Why?
I don't know. I never asked her why. If I did, I'd probably get slapped, so I never asked her why. And for you, let me say something about my spoon.
One of these.
Yes, one of these. I like my white spoon. And for the little chewy troll that told me that I was ghetto because I was using my white spoon, I should be high quality. Well, you can take that spoon and stick it where you need to stick it.
Boom.
Yeah, I like my white spoon. I'm gonna always use my white spoon. Yes, I do have measuring cups. Yes, I do have measuring spoons. I do have a lot of them. I just like my white spoon. I have it all. So I don't think my utensils.
They're all here. If y'all looking for an appliance store, you need to come here.
So I do like my white spoon. I like the measurements that it gives me. I like it. So you know, before my days, the older people generation didn't have measuring spoons. They used their coffee teacups.
A pinch and stuff like that. 1/4 teaspoon of salt.
Yeah. So that's what they use. And the one that said that, you ought to be shaming yourself, you little chewy troll.
1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. Well, you know, I think everybody has their own way of cooking, and you don't have to cook like everybody else.
No,
you
I
know?
don't. Yeah, I don't.
Like, if you want to put a cup of coffee in your pound cake, do you?
Yes, I.
I hope you don't be dancing later on at 3 o'clock in the morning, but do you? If you like it, I love it.
There you go.
People always get on here, and it seems to be that it's always YouTubes that always try to tell you what they would do, what they wouldn't do, which is fine. Some of it's cool, you know. They give you ideas, but the one that's just downright rude, you know, go get this, go get that.
What gets me,
you
girl.
tried it.
This what gets me, girl.
2 tablespoons of cocoa powder.
What gets me is that, well, we never put this into our greens. And how come you didn't put sugar in your greens? And how come you didn't use vinegar in your greens? How come? Well,
2 tablespoons of instant coffee, decaffeinated.
Because my people didn't cook like your people. And I don't understand why they keep coming up, where's the sugar? I don't put sugar in my spaghetti sauce either.
I never grew up like that. Maybe I like the, what is it called? I guess they say it's bitter.
I never tasted it.
Maybe I like the bitterness and the acidity of the tomatoes. I don't know. Maybe I like it. I didn't know it was I do like tomatoes and salt though.
I do too. Tomato, salt, and pepper. Yeah. I do too, but I don't think the salt is acidity at all.
The tomatoes?
Yeah. You know, I don't understand why you go and put all this goodness flavor into your meal and then you add some sugar. Wow.
I mean, I guess people like the sweetness of it. I mean, I don't know. I've only grew up on having it just the way we've made it. So, I'm trying to think about, have I had anybody's spaghetti with sugar in it? I'm mixing this up because it wasn't getting on the sides. And, Mom, I don't like the color of this. I want it darker.
Okay.
So, I'm going to put 2 more tablespoons of cocoa powder. What's going to happen?
It'll just start getting darker.
Okay. If you don't want that much cocoa powder in there, don't use it. But I will tell you this, if you're going to use, okay, so before I even added the cocoa powder and the coffee, you don't have to do that. Although I think I've done this pound cake once before.
Yeah.
So it would just be a sour cream pound cake. Now, if you don't want the coffee in there, don't put the coffee in there. If you want to just have it like this color without all the cocoa in there, you could do that too. But it wouldn't taste as chocolatey, and I like chocolate, and my mom hates chocolate.
I do.
So that's why half of this cake is going to my Auntie Flippy Floppy.
With Auntie Angela.
2 more tablespoons. I'm gonna make that 4 more tablespoons, if I can measure it right. 4 more tablespoons after I'm done spilling it everywhere of cocoa powder, and then I'm gonna mix that up. But as I was saying, I don't think I've ever had it with sugar in it before. Spaghetti.
No.
Let alone have I had meatloaf with sugar in it. And if I did, I kind of think I did, and I did not like it.
It wasn't mine.
It tasted too. I don't like sweet and meat. I don't even like sweet and sour chicken. I don't like that, because I think sugar should be made just for desserts and coffee and Kool-Aid and stuff.
And cakes and pies.
And cakes and pies and cookies and creams and ice cream. That looks perfect. Y'all see that color? That's a nice color right there. I won't add any more. I would, but I'm not going to. So now I'm going to use specialty vanilla flavoring. Extract. My personal specialty jar.
And let me tell you, for another chewy troll, talk about the vanilla extract. They said that's the only thing it was. I was just pouring liquor into my cake.
I don't mind a lit cake. I'll give me a lit cake.
Get jiggy with it. So, for the ones that don't know how to make vanilla extract,
how much was that?
I have no idea.
Okay, I probably put a tablespoon.
No, No, more like 3 tablespoons.
Okay, I put like 3 tablespoons.
Vanilla extract, pure vanilla extract is made with vodka and vanilla beans. I did a video on that before. It's made with vodka. The vanilla flavoring that you get from the store has a caramel color to it.
3 cups of flour.
Has corn syrup to it a little bit, and a little bit of alcohol.
Excuse the front and back of the bowl. 3 cups of flour. I like the vanilla flavoring. I told you, I had me a cup of it.
Yeah, I know. You should have been sick.
She thought that was disgusting. It smells like cake when you open it. You're like, ooh. I'm now just pulsing it because I don't want it to fly back in my face like it has once before. So the battery about to die, so I'll be back after I mix. Okay, so this is done mixing. This is what it looks like. It tastes really good. You get that chocolate with that hint of coffee. Now, if coffee is not your jam, and let's say, I don't know, you're really sensitive to caffeine, even though it says that it's decaffeinated, some people might be really sensitive to caffeine. Don't use the coffee at all. You could just use the cocoa. Although cocoa got caffeine in it too, so just don't make it. I'm just forewarning you. And please do, if you're gonna be giving this to children, please do get decaffeinated. Unless you want social services called on you right after they eat the cake, because you are going to probably beat you some kids after, because they gonna be acting stupid. So I have pre-floured my pans. I've done the old school method with slapping the butter into the pan and using old school flour, and then, you know, sprinkling around, moving it around and stuff like that. So if you want to use Pam, you can. If you want to use the Baker's Joy, that comes in a spray can too, you can. You don't have to. I like doing the old school way because that rest assures me that my cake ain't gonna stick. I've used Pam before and been bamboozled. So I'm trying to think about what other health benefits can I tell you, because this is just, if you just go give it to your kids, just use decaffeinated. I'm just gonna say that.
Or don't put in there at all, like she said.
Or not as much.
Yeah.
It is your cake. You do you.
Do you, boo-boos?
So now that I'm pouring this in here, I'm just trying to make sure that they're even. I don't want to go above. Trying to see if I can get you a good look here. For some reason, I feel like this pound cake made way more than it was supposed to. I do.
Let me check it.
Yeah. I only got a little bit left. It's okay if it gets on the cake on the sides. That means it ain't gonna stick. I think I need to add a little bit more to that one. Just don't fill it all the way up to the top. Because if you fill it all the way up to the top, your cake is gonna spill over. And then you'll have one sad mess in your oven. And then with the burnt pieces, you can eat them and give it to the dog.
Keep giving it to the dog.
So now that this is done, I am going to pop this into the oven for almost an hour. Because I told y'all we have a new oven, so I have to eyeball everything because it cooks quite quickly. But originally, since this is a pound cake and I divided them up into pieces, it's supposed to cook for an hour. Now it depends, it might be 30 minutes or so. I'll just come back and tell you how long I cooked it in our oven since it's new. And then, am I supposed to tell them something else?
Yeah, what temperature?
Oh, put the oven on 350. Don't preheat your oven. You want this, the cake in the oven to all heat up at the same time. That's gonna give you a nice, good, fluffy, even cake. So don't preheat your oven. Once you're done doing this, pop this in the oven, then start it. We good? We good.
Because I remember I was doing that culinary crap, and they said preheat your oven. I preheated the oven and put it in there, and it was like the top part was kind of getting done, then the middle part is like, yeah, I'm just going to do it in a cold oven.
And if I was Alton Brown, I could tell you the whole science behind that, but I'm not. So
I love me some Alton.
I can't tell you. I don't know. Just make sure you do not preheat your oven. From now on, when you make your cakes, trust me, when you make your cakes, don't preheat your oven. Leave everything at room temperature, pop it into the oven, then turn the oven on and tell me how your cakes turn out.
Well, just try the different. I mean, just put it in a preheated oven. If you're used to doing it and you like it, fine, you know. But we always put it in a cold oven. So you really don't have to do that if you don't want to, but we put it in a cold oven.
Yeah. So while that is cooking in my oven, let's go ahead and start our frosting. Now, this is kind of like a southern caramel cake. This is 2 cans of sweetened condensed milk. And when you open them, they look like this. So what I did was take a crock pot, take 2 cans of sweetened condensed milk. I popped that into the crock pot, and then I covered it with water. But first you want to take off the paper, and well, you don't have to, but you know, it's less cleanup later. So take off the paper, put that into the crock pot, and then cover the crock pot with water without spilling water everywhere, because when I did it last night I spilled water everywhere. And then make sure you cover just the top. And then after you cover it with water to the top of the lid, then you turn your crock pot on low for 8 hours, go to sleep, and it turns off by itself. And when it's cool to the touch, this is what you have. And I ate some, so if you was looking at that, yes, I ate it. And when you open it, it smells so good. It smells like caramel. So you only need 2 of these cans to cover the cake. Now, if you want to have you a southern caramel pound cake, use the recipe I just did, minus the cocoa and the coffee and the caramel, and there you go. There's your southern pound cake, caramel pound cake. If you want just the chocolate caramel pound cake, minus the coffee, then do that too. But I'm going to take my caramel up a little bit further because, you know, I'm team extra. It had to come from somewhere. Right, Mom?
I wonder where did that come from.
Right, Mom?
I wonder where did that come from.
So I'm just going to take my 2 cans. And I mean, like, some people, this is really sweet. You could put like a whole freaking can right in the middle of your freaking cake. And do it that way and then top it off. But I like to have a nice, even, distribute caramel through my cake. So, and I mean, it's caramely. And it's sweet. And then the cake is already sweet. So, yeah, this is not skinny girl friendly.
And to my people that's a diabetic, do not eat this.
Yes.
If you do, do not have any rice, do not have any bread, do not have any pasta. You want to do your substitution there. So if you feel that you're going to have a piece of cake, have a small slice. But in the meantime, do not eat none of that stuff in the rest of the day.
Yeah, because this will most definitely make you diabetical after that.
Not really.
Well, after I get done eating this spoonful, I'm going to have diabetes. You want some?
No. No.
So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in a half stick of butter in here, which is
half of a half.
4 tablespoons, right, Mom?
Yeah, half of a half.
Okay. I don't think that, there you go. I think that's half. And then I'm gonna add just a little bit of vodka and vanilla. And by a little bit, I probably mean a lot of it. How much was that? You weren't even looking.
No.
That was, I don't know how much that was. Let's say that was a teaspoon. It was a splash.
Lies you tell are more like 2 tablespoons.
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
Oh, look. How much is that, Mom?
Well, that's not a teaspoon, it's a tablespoon.
Okay. I used a splash of vanilla flavoring. Oh, and then my mom told me it would taste better if I put a pinch of salt in there. And that was literally a pinch of salt. Regular old, what is this, sea salt?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to stir this up. If I can. This is why I use a mixer. This is doing a lot. But it smells good.
You need the other.
Which one?
The other whisk.
Which one's that?
The more distilled one.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to use this one. Had to check it because Jamarion been washing dishes and he ain't so good at it.
My baby tries, but we have to go behind him. We let him do what he do, and then we know that we got to go behind him.
Do you think he really tried? Because sometimes I think he be just doing stuff to do it. Just to say he did something. So if you're on the diet, don't make it. If you trying to get skinty, don't eat it. If you on that fat girl kick, like me, have you several pieces.
And a glass of milk and go to bed.
Yeah, and a glass of milk and be like, night, night. Okay, so after I mix this, my cakes will be out of the oven and already cooled, and we can go to the next step. Here, Mom, you like this stuff. So, I'll be back. How long did I keep that in there?
About an hour and 5 minutes.
It's about an hour and 5 minutes it took to get done, all the way through. So I've already taken a knife and went around the edges of the pan all the way at the bottom to make sure that it had come loose and ain't no pieces gonna be sticking. Now y'all remember that good old caramel that we made? We just gonna take that and we gonna slap it right in the middle. In the middle and around the cake. Now I will tell you, with the butter, the salt, and the vanilla flavoring, most definitely brought out all that goodness of that caramel.
Sure did.
And just like I said, this most definitely ain't skinty girl friendly. Camera magic to I am done with my cake. I topped it off with some strawberries because my mom forced me to. Yeah, we're just gonna take these off. So I thought I'll do a little turntable for you that I made out of a microwave plate. Don't judge me. So I can turn it for you. What do you think? You gonna make this? So it is time for me to cut a piece for you.
And I guarantee you, since you made this cake, there's gonna be certain people gonna make this cake and say they made it all the time.
You heard it here first, people.
And if you guys see that on other people's channel, just tell them where they got the idea from.
That'd be greatly
And
appreciated.
yeah, it really would. And let her know that Miss Smarty Pants made it.
Oh no.
You tearing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we go. Let me cut this off camera. This is why I do certain things off camera. I'll be back. So here she is, all cut open now. My cake was still a little warm, so please be aware when you put your caramel on there that although it does spread easier when the cake is kind of warm, but it will also kind of melt and get all gooey. But that's nothing wrong with that. That means it's just all that goodness. Now let me go ahead and take a bite for you. Y'all want some, don't you? Here you go. Open. Here comes the choo-choo.
You're so stupid.
Go ahead, Mom.
Okay.
Dive in.
So the guy says here, the students raise your hand and say, I'm here in the baking class with Miss Smarty Pants.
And you know, she don't like chocolate at all. There go my strawberry.
There you go.
Go bye-bye. It's moist. It ain't dry.
You can taste the cocoa. You can taste the hint of the coffee. And that caramel frosting is the bomb.com.
Now, if you want to just layer the caramel frosting in the middle of the cake and then top it off with chocolate frosting, you can do that as well. Well then, y'all let me know how I did. Like she said, raise your hand if you was here. And if you wasn't present, then you're suspended.
Yeah, you're suspended.
I'm the new substitute teacher and I don't play. I don't play no games. You suspended.
Tata got her award, and I hope she's pleased with it. And Tata G is married, so make sure you say congratulations to Tata G on her marriage and on her award from class 101 here. And you guys give Miss Smarty Pants a thumbs up. Hit that notification bell so you know that I am on. I got a subscriber at a store yesterday, guys. So it was really amazing.
Yeah, okay. That's just going down
Yeah,
too.
it's like, oh my God. I don't like chocolate, but this is really good. I know.
Now she's gonna call me talking about she was up all night.
Yeah. Exactly, I will. And the strawberries and the caramel, oh my God.
You don't have to put any fruit on there if you don't want to.
You don't even know. So it's pretty good.
Thank you for watching.